Okay. I'm going to give you a hard pill to swallow, okay? I'm mentioning this and I'm making this video because I had this conversation with my friend, okay? So one thing that you need to understand and that you need to realize is that you cannot do great things all by yourself. You just can't, okay? There's no such thing as self-made millionaire, billionaire, whatever, self-made person, whatever. You cannot do all the work all the time. And even if you think that you can say that, oh, I just did everything by myself, lies. Because you probably use tools and those tools were not made by you. Because even I, with this videos, whatever, right? Let's say, oh yeah, I made this, this all by myself. No, I'm using a tool, my phone. Someone made that tool. Someone designed that tool. Someone designed that phone. Many people got paid to make everything, okay? To design the phone, to make the apps that I'm using, to create YouTube and everything. Like, there's no way in doing anything worthwhile good all by yourself. You just can't. You just can't. Like even like creating, even when innovating, even when learning. Let's say like I wanna like become a fashion designer. I'm not gonna go to fashion school. Let's say whatever blah blah, and I'm just gonna learn how to design by myself. Let's say all by myself. Just like having a sewing machine or whatever, and just going getting that fabric. But even then, so let's say I'm in the 1800s and I do that, right? Even though like this sewing machine, someone else designed it, someone else made it. The fabric, someone else designed it, someone else made it, right? So again, you're not doing something by yourself. And you're like, Lydia, why are you bringing all these points right now? I'm bringing this because I mentioned to my friend when we're talking about university and all that and blah blah blah. I mentioned how it's important to know where you want to work when choosing where you want to study, right? Obviously, yeah, because some like university degrees are not qualified in every country and blah blah. Yeah, sure, whatever. But it's also because of your network. Because depending on your degree, you need a network, and if you're going into business, you need a network. Having a business degree with no network is absolutely atrocious, honestly. Like, are you kidding me? Business is all about networking. Business is all about connecting the right people and the right things together. And you're telling me you don't have no other things for other people? You've already lost the game. And my friend didn't understand that, right? Because like I also gave an example, right, of some things, whatever, blah blah blah. Not gonna share a lot because I respect people's privacy and all that, right? And she mentioned how like like that's not true, Maria. It's networking, like connections and all that. It's like important. Like there are people who just like get and earn things rightfully and all that, and how like like in university, like there are people who like were very hardworking and all that, and some professor like forwarded them and they got a job like that because they were just very good. And like again, connection, because like even the people who like have the connections or the network or whatever doesn't mean that they're not good. Doesn't mean that they're good. But like even the thing when you're saying okay, you can work really hard and wait for a professor to notice you in university or like anywhere, whatever scenario you want to say. At the end of the day, you still need someone to help you and to push you. Because even that example, yeah, you worked hard and you proved yourself. But then again, someone, a connection, helped you to get the thing that you want. You get me? Do you understand that? Do you need people? You need to know people. You need to be in an environment where you need people. Because, like, let's say if that guy was very hardworking, whatever, but he wasn't in the university sphere. He wasn't in, like, even know the professor. He was just by himself. Let's say him and a computer, he learned all by everything by himself. And now he wants a job. And now he's applying to all these things and whatever. And they keep protecting him. Let's say he did like the degree, okay? Let's say like he had a professor that just simply didn't recognize his hard work, right? He will not get the job. He will still not get the job. I'm telling you, like, having a strong network is so crucial. Knowing people is so important, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all to know people, to network or whatever. It's really not. Because like networking a business is just helping each other genuinely. Because like even like you don't even have to like know people personally on a deeper level or be friends with them. Sometimes you can just send a cold email. Sometimes you can just DM a person and ask them for help with something. Be like, okay, for example, I was applying to, a school I wanted to get into, right? So, I went and found people who like got in or applied or whatever. Because I'm on the internet, I have access to Instagram and all that, and I can find people easily, duh. So, and I DM them, hey, applying for the school, hey, can you help me out? I don't know. And guess what? They came to too, they helped me out. Wow, would have thought. And that's why I tell people, I think that I want people to remember is that there are so many people out there can't wait to help you, who will be happy to help you, including me. When people come up to me asking for help for something that I don't know or like, experience on, I'm more than happy to help them. I am. I'm happily. Thank you so much for taking an interest in this specific thing. I would love to help you out. There is nothing wrong with doing things with people. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And there's nothing wrong with helping each other. Okay? I know I try to understand that there are people out there who are willing to give you a chance or willing to give you a shot or willing to help you out. But you have to reach out. You have to reach out. You don't take that. Don't take that stupid word. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Because like, even that comes with myself. Like, I'm just gonna work hard and wait for someone to notice me. No. No. Let me give you another example, okay? Let's say I am a CEO, right? And let's say there's this lady, let's say, who's in maintenance, in charge of cleaning the place and all that, right? And let's say she works very, very hard for me to notice her and give her a raise. Do you think I'll notice that? No. No. What if she comes up to me and tells me, hey, I've been working really hard. Hey, I'll like ask her, are you satisfied with all this? I'm like, yeah, that's great. And she tells me, okay, I've been working really hard and I would like to have a raise. I'd be like, maybe me? I'll be like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? We have to tell people what you want. You have to tell people what you want. And you have to figure out who to ask as well. Because even that thing, right? Another thing, let's say this person doesn't want to do this job and they want to move into like office and become the secretary in just like an empty position, what's an open position, right? And they're just like trying to like, still by doing the same job, just working hard at that job, but like with like hope to get that job without even saying or asking or anything. You could just think magically like that person is just gonna give them the thing without them even asking. No. You could just ask, be like, okay, hey, I respect you. I thank you so much for everything you do. Blah 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 blah. I am interested in this thing. I know that I don't have the background or the experience of this thing, but I'm very hardworking and I'm willing to learn and I'm very adaptable and blah blah blah. Could you please give me a chance? Blah blah blah. Say that to me, right? And me, I'd be like, yeah, why not? Sure, have a shot. Let's see what you can do, and yeah, why not? Let's have an interview. Blah blah, right? Someone else might say no. Okay, but by not asking, you always get no. By not asking, the answer is always no. You have to ask for the things that you want. You don't have to do that thing where like you just pull off work and just hope someone notices you. No. Make them notice you by just talking to them, asking them, or telling them generally. Because most people that you want help from will not notice that. They will not notice your help or whatever. God forbid, not even your loved ones sometimes notice. Let alone people who don't even know you or think about you. And people have their own lives and problems and whatever going on. Do you seriously think that even like your boss or your superior or your professor or whatever is always gonna notice you? Look, if you're absolutely extraordinary, yeah, maybe true. If you always speak your mind, yeah, for sure. If you show up as your best self every day, yeah. But okay, they notice you to show up, but they show up and all that, but that doesn't guarantee that you get whatever you want to get. It doesn't guarantee that they even themselves will have connections to like, get you whatever you want to get. Okay, so just putting that out there, because honestly, like, you need people. Because even like the things that you want to work on, like let's say you have a goal, a dream, music producer, painter, designer, freaking YouTuber, video editor, businessman, anything, from graphic design to anything else. You need, if as anything that you do it has to be tied with people. It just simply is, from academia to just research and transportation to shipping to whatever. Like, everything is tied to human beings, and you cannot avoid that, and you cannot deny that having a strong network connection and knowing what the heck is going on around you, and to know what the heck who to call for to get whatever Y, X, Z, and Y, to get what we want or to create what we want, it's useful. Because let's say, for example, tomorrow I have a dream. I want to create the biggest theater in the city, because I think there just isn't one that's big enough, and I have this dream of inviting big actresses and just creating Broadway, but in my city, right? In order for me to do that, what am I gonna do? Just sit here and fantasize about that dream? No. Write down what you want, how you imagine it, for sure, of course, because everything starts with here first, okay? And after this, then this, okay? It goes with speaking and talking and making calls and asking people, hey, I want to do this. How do we get to do this? And figuring out how to get the thing done, okay? And like, don't think that's selfish or whatever, because it's not. Because you have the idea of like, okay, the theater, let's say, right? It's not, okay? Because you're like, it's gonna create new job opportunities for people in your city. It's gonna enrich people with culture and art. It's gonna make people laugh and just feel all the range of emotions and criticize life and politics and blah 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 and everything that's good, okay? Everything has a good and bad side, obviously. But let's focus on the positive effects of XYZ action, right? Because like not everyone does things with malicious intent. And even like if someone like does be like, oh, I want to create a big theater, blah, 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 and I'm only doing it for the money, I don't care about the art and blah, blah, blah. Even if they do that and that's their intention, at the end of the day, they could build everything, go bankrupt or whatever, and someone else can pick up the project and do something with it, or anything. It'll like blah blah blah, like, even if something starts with malicious intent, any project, whatever, it doesn't have to continue like that, and even if it's someone's like only the money, whatever, it will still have positive effects anyways, because sometimes it just happens, with stuff like that, and like when you think of like being selfish or whatever, because like, but like, again, right, it doesn't have to be that way. You can generally just be like, okay, I'm an actor that like I've always wanted it to be on Broadway, but it's far, and why can't my country have something like that itself, and my city, and blah blah, and just to create that, okay? That's it. And then you call the mayor of your city, okay? You send some emails, you try to get the funding, you email this person, you reach out to this person, you talk to this person, you go to counselor, you go in this and that, and that's friends and family, blah blah blah, and try to figure out how to get this thing done. Who to call? Where do you propose this thing? Where do you propose it? Yeah, you propose it to the mayor, or you need funding. How do we get the funding? Do we do fundraising? Do we ask the EU? Do we ask the government? Do we ask private companies? Okay, let's write a proposal. Let's do a PowerPoint. Let's do a presentation, and just figuring things out, And that's what I'm trying to make you and make her understand, but I didn't even get into it because we don't have much time and blah blah blah, whatever. But you get what I mean? Like, you need it. Because if you think that, let's say I want to do all this, right? If you think that I can just out of nowhere, no funds, no research, no anyone, create the biggest, not even the biggest, let's just say a theater, okay? With no help from any human being or whatever, or any tool that was designed by a human or whatever. And like, even if you give me a decade, I could not be able to do it. Maybe if I don't know what do I do, like fucking, sorry, excuse my language, invent a freaking knife and just try to like cut some trees to make, I don't know, anything, freaking chairs. Like, it's gonna be difficult. Like, okay, and let's say even if I do have access to like all the tools, right, that humanity has given. Let's say like, I don't want to say internet because like even if you say internet, that's unlikely connecting you to people or things that were designed by people, right? Like even books, information, and blah blah blah. But I think you understand my point till now, right? It's what Steve Jobs said, right? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. Okay? So yeah, that's why it's important to have a strong network and to just know people and to just know what the heck is going on in this world. Okay? Because there are committees and organizations you can reach out to. Okay? Like, there is. And people are waiting for you to reach out, do things. Someone has to have an idea, someone has to be a visionary, someone has to put the wheels in motion and create things. And as I say always, why not you? Why not you, you know? Like, why not? Dream big, honestly. So, I think I made my point pretty clear. You're not, I don't want to say your network is your net worth. Because, you know, it's like a saying in business, whatever. It's not completely wrong. I do believe that you can do things all by yourself, let's say, without like any direct human contact, let's say. Like, you can just use tools from other people and put them together and create something, right? Like, even like a book, right? Because, like, okay, yeah, that can be with me for someone else, blah, 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 and everything else, like, even, but you can still write a book and publish it by yourself. Obviously, like, the way you publish by yourself, it would be like another tool that someone else made, blah, 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 but you get what I mean. Like, there's still ways to do things by yourself, for sure. And that you success for yourself, for sure, right? Without any direct human being contact or whatever, right? Because even a YouTube channel, right? Like, no, there's no networking like YouTube channel like live here right now. There just simply isn't, unless you're talking about this. But it's not, you know, it's not. It's something completely different, in my opinion. Because, like, I don't need to talk to a manager. I don't need to talk to sponsors. I don't need to, like, send emails to people or whatever. Obviously, some people do with the sponsors or whatever, and that's like behind the scenes of YouTube and all that. But, like, you know, you can still, like, achieve success when you have, like, a smaller scale or whatever without all those things. By just, you know, even doing something like this, or so I would say. I'm not using this as an example or whatever. But I'm just saying because, for example, frankly, I was gonna give an example of something else I was working on, being like, oh, I don't have my network there. But then I realized I actually do. I actually do. I just didn't really think of it that way. What can I say? If you want to go far, you go with people. That's it. That's the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week.